just want to say that I'm so sorry. All my people are getting attacked. The children. They don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try everything, I promise.
Good morning, Owasso. This is the Twins with Owasso Live, and this is the Morning Loop. So, she's a billionaire. There's a lot of things she can do. There's a whole lot of things she can do. But it doesn't matter. I mean, we need to deport these people because, again, illegal immigration doesn't affect her. I guarantee her staff and house workers there are probably illegal immigrants, But again, this is a perfect example of why women shouldn't be in leadership roles. It's toxic empathy. It's the AOC mentality. The most important thing that we can be in this world is nice to them. It's not. Being nice is not the right thing. Doing the hard thing, telling people what they don't want to hear, is the thing you need to do. Like, the person who loves you is the one that tells you the uncomfortable truth, not the comforting lies. I don't know how many times I have to say that. But again, she's a perfect example of toxic empathy. We should just let everybody come here. Who cares how it affects the working class citizens? I don't care about the working class. I'm Selena Gomez. I'm literally a billionaire. And again, she's like, I don't know what to do. There's nothing I can do. You have billions of dollars. I granted some of them are tangible assets. I get that. But you have lots of things you can do.
Mm-hmm.
But, there she is just sitting there crying. Like, what do I do? But again, I mean, we live in a social media clout society. The most important thing she can do is make a TikTok video for her followers. Apparently she has, 400 million followers or subscribers?
Yeah, something like that.
That's crazy. 400 million people got that.
It's the same thing that we always see. Is like, why is she crying over this? Where were these tears for North Carolina, for the LA wildfires,
The hurricane victims in
the victims,
Malibu.
and in this guy's case that we're about to pull up, this guy's sister who was killed by an illegal alien that's being deported.
She doesn't care about what illegal immigrants do to you and your family. She just cares about how it makes her feel that they're being deported. Again, do not trust your feelings. Facts over feelings, folks.
Yep, but we'll go ahead and watch this. But yeah, this guy's talking about where are the tears for his sister that was killed by an illegal immigrant.
Selena Gomez, look at this picture. This is my sister. She was 13 years of age. Taken out of this world by an illegal immigrant. And you cry for those who cause crimes against us Americans. I was serving in the United States Army during Desert Shield overseas with 1st Battalion 8th Infantry Regiment, deployed in Germany, attached to the Old Ironsides Division. I got a call from Red Cross. They pulled me out. I took the call. Thankfully, my battalion got me an emergency flight back to the States. I went from the airport straight to the hospital. I spent every single day and night, 24 hours, 7 days a week, did not leave her bedside. I watched as she coded 3 different times. My family could not rip me away from her. Where are the tears for those that have also had similar experiences? And you cry for criminals that are being sent back to where they belong? An illegal immigrant took her life. And you have the audacity to do what you had shared today. And by the way, we're a Hispanic family. So, whoever's being deported now, good. And how they're deported, who cares? They can go back in a cart. So don't waste your tears, because there's tears across this country that are crying for the ones that they've lost because of illegal immigrants. That's all I have to say. And this is who I cry for. And I always will miss her. She was only 13 years old. Look, take a long, hard look. She will never, ever enjoy the rest of her life because she has none. Her life now is 6 feet underground.
Yeah, I mean, there you go, folks. I mean, that's real consequences to bad border policy. And Selena Gomez is crying for the people that are being deported, the people that hurt that poor little girl.
It's no different than that video that we showed of Dr. Phil being out there with Tom Holman, deporting and arresting and trying to deport child sex offenders.
Yeah.
That are illegal immigrants, that are still in this country, that are being protected by sanctuary cities.
Democrats voted not to remove those people. Remember that, folks. Like, 157 Democrats said, no, keep them all. We don't want us to deport any of them.
Yep.
Guys, that right there is real. That is the effects of illegal immigration. That's a perfect meme right there. Good job pulling that up just now. So, yeah, that's exactly what Selena Gomez was doing yesterday. Oh, my goodness. My people, my last name's Gomez. I'm Hispanic despite the fact I grew up here in America. Yeah. America made me a billionaire, but these poor innocent baby angel Aladdins just need another chance to stay here in America. Guys, that we're done. It's over, man. Like, we are not a nation of toxic empathy. We're a nation that's going to be like, sorry, this ain't working for us and our population. We care more about our fellow citizens than we do the hopes and dreams of criminal cartel members and illegals who are here for economic reasons, not because they actually want to be a part of the country.
Yeah, speaking of toxic empathy, this is Hannah Cox, and she's responding to Mohammed Safa. Why, when Jesus talks about feeding the poor, it's Christianity, but when politicians talk about feeding the poor, it's socialism? Hannah Cox responds, because Jesus did it. He didn't rob other people to do it. Keep it up.
Yeah. Again, everyone's like, Jesus was a socialist. I hate that argument, man. Jesus did things of his own will. He did things the way the Lord, he was perfectly in tune with the Lord, because Jesus is Lord. He didn't rob Peter to pay Paul. So, again, God gave us free will.
Mm-hmm.
And God willed what he was going to do.
Yep.
And what he didn't do was screw other people over to help other people.
Yeah, 100%. This next meme I have pulled up is, Mexican pride, make America Mexico again. F you, puntos, viva Mexico. And then ICE finally shows up. Okay, buddy, back to Mexico you go. OMG, no, this is so unfair. Don't send me to Mexico. OMG, no, my life is ruined.
Why? Why is your life ruined just because you're going back to Mexico? What's wrong with Mexico? And then, like I said, again, if you just ask that simple question, what's wrong with Mexico? Why are you here? Well, then you start listing all the problems with Mexico, and you go, oh, well, maybe you should go back and fix those problems.
Mm-hmm.
Vote good politicians in, or run for public office. Get those corrupt politicians out. But again, toxic empathy is the most important thing to people like AOC, to people like the Democrats. We just have to be nice and let all these people in.
Yep.
No, we don't.
Next one I have pulled up here is there are two types of people watching mass deportations. The Selena Gomez and then the Mel Gibson type.
Yep.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. Good stuff, man. Great meme. Dank meme.
This one's from Tim Pool, and Roseanne Barr is responding back to him. Says, I didn't realize Selena Gomez was friends with so many pedophiles, rapists, and murderers. Roseanne Barr, and that's just the music industry.
Gosh, that was a great tweet by Tim, and even better tweet by Roseanne Barr. Holy cow. Way to go. I mean,
Because may we remind you again, the people being deported are people who have criminal records,
Yeah.
big criminal records.
Yes.
Not people that are here that are just, oh, that's a child.
Again, they're not just going. They are going after everybody, but they're going after the criminals and things like that first. Like John Homan the other day with Dr. Phil grabbing those pedophiles. And those people got to go. They're like, not all illegals are pedophiles. Yeah, well, you're right. We have pedophiles in our own country, but we'll let the local law enforcement deal with that and let ICE deport the pedophiles that have been coming in this country and harming our kids.
Mm-hmm. And then, like right here, this is a foreign mob surrounds Trump supporter and tears his American flag down during protests demanding no deportations. So, yeah, if you're trying to stay in America and say America's the good country, tearing down the American flag is, again, not the way to go
Yeah.
if you're an American citizen.
If you want to be in America and you want to be an American, you should stand with that guy. Be like, we need to find a way for me to stay. I'll do whatever it takes. I love this country. But clearly you don't love this country if you're literally going up against people, ripping the American flag out of their hands and tossing it on the ground like trash. So again, it's just like the other video we watched the other day. It's like, don't protest, wave Mexican flags and say, we're here, this is our country now. It's like, no, that's not the way to go about it. You need to wave the American flag and say that you're patriots too, and that you want to be a part of the American system.
Yep.
But you need to come here the legal way too.
Yep, but as you can see, this was in Dallas. I mean, you remember that one we showed
Well, this
yesterday?
was Dallas. Yeah, it was Dallas.
This is
It's
Dallas.
probably
Yeah, it's
an
all in
offshoot of
Dallas.
that.
Mm-hmm, exactly. Said they're just trying to do whatever they can to like prevent. I mean, they should have more police officers there. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
But yeah, this is not. If you're taking down the American flag, you're not the good guy. If you're trying to stay in the United States of America.
Yep. Absolutely. You're going about it the wrong way.
All right. Oh, yeah, this is a funny one we never got to the other day. But borders are just imaginary lines. Observe. He's moving from the United States to Mexico. See, nothing happened. And then he's ending up on Live Leak getting his head cut off.
Yeah. I mean, this is a great Stone Toss is probably one of the best political cartoonists ever. And this one, it's just perfect. I mean, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of those two liberal New Yorkers who went around the world biking, going, everyone in the world's actually really nice.
Mm-hmm.
And for the most part, they were right. They went through all the nice European countries, the Scandinavian countries, but then they got into the Middle East. And what happened? ISIS affiliates came out there and rode them over. I'm pretty sure they had the fun times with the girl and cut the guy's head off or made him watch and then killed them both afterwards. I mean, again, remember, borders are imaginary, and all perceived racial divisions between cultures are imaginary. Because all cultures are equal.
Yep. I said, borders of being imaginary is a globalist idea. So the fact that anybody who says that border is just an imaginary line is like, okay, so then you don't believe in countries or nation states. You don't
Right.
believe in anything.
We believe in a powerful aristocratic elite who get to rule and rule over everything and do whatever they want and force you plebs to do whatever they tell you to do because we know
Serfs.
better.
It's the aristocrats and the serfs, and that's it.
Yeah.
But that's really about it regarding that. Like just talking about Selena Gomez, but this is why we kind of titled this "No Tears for the Real Victims." Like everyone seems to have forgotten about. What am I saying? North Carolina.
Yeah.
All the people in North Carolina. Here's the damage from North Carolina. Like, we're not talking about this.
this
No
is-
one's talking about this.
This is a couple of days ago this was posted. North Carolina is still suffering. Again, this is why yesterday on the show we go, we're happy Trump went to North Carolina first and then L.A. because it's people in North Carolina that are still suffering. Some people still can't even get to their houses because the bridges are still out.
Yep.
It's been 120 days now since it happened. Nobody's working. They haven't had a logistical plan to just start rebuilding bridges. I mean, how many contractors would love to be out there and be like, yeah, we'll absolutely start rebuilding bridges right now.
Yep. I mean, yeah, it's like, where is Selena Gomez's tears for this? Where is Oprah and all these celebrities out there, like, donating money? Why is it, like, even in the Hawaiian one, why was Oprah and The Rock asking for donations when they're billionaires?
Yeah, both of them.
It's wild.
It's
Absolutely
disgusting,
wild.
man. Again, these people are suffering. I mean,
Yeah.
yes.
These
How
are
would
their
you
living
feel living
conditions.
like this for 110 days, 120 days? I mean, those people who have travel trailers, God bless them. I mean, they're the lucky ones. Imagine living in that little shack or sleeping out in a tent in front of somebody else's travel trailer. Because remember, all the FEMA agents, they need to have hotel rooms.
Yep. Look right here, and this is from Sully by the looks of the name. Trump signed a 90-day pause on all foreign aid until Florida, North Carolina, Tennessee, and California citizens are taken care of. It's amazing how easy it is to help America first, and it's a wonder to see my money used to do it.
I mean, that's exactly the way it should be. A dollar should not go overseas to help another country ever until the American citizens, for specifically in natural disasters, are taken care of first. It's like, sorry, we're halting until we get our crap taken care of over here. And that's the way it should always be. We should handle our problems over here, and then we can worry about problems abroad.
100%.
Now, it doesn't mean we're always, like, we're not going to be able to solve the problem of homelessness overnight. We're not going to be able to solve the problem of mental illness overnight. But we need to focus and look inwards before we start looking outwards to solve the world's art. It's the parable. Take the beam out of your eye before you take the splinter out of somebody else's, man. Mm-hmm. We cannot help other people if our own people here are suffering.
Yep. Next one here is from Matt Von Swole. Says here, absolutely massive cleanup effort is underway in western North Carolina today. The Army Corps of Engineers are everywhere up here. Why didn't Joe Biden do this 4 months ago? And this was posted on January 27th.
Yeah.
So that was freaking 2 days ago.
And I want you to remember this, guys. The U.S. military can be deployed anywhere in 48 hours. Anywhere. That's a logistical miracle.
Yeah, no other nation can do that.
Can you tell me why the most powerful country in the world with basically borderline unlimited resources can't get a logistical plan together to, I mean, worst case scenario, get those little temporary military bridge, set them up, get the people over there so they can get back to their houses, let the National Guard go over there and practice setting up these bridges, you know? I mean, there's a million things they can do, and then they can start working on building an actual bridge while they're sending supplies and, you know, resources to other areas that are still cut off. Like that guy was, I guess we hadn't gone to that one. The guy was talking about his soccer field or whatever.
No, that's how we were going to end the show
Oh,
today.
okay. Gotcha.
But, yeah, it's like, here's another one. Absolutely same guy, Matt Von Swole, absolutely massive army of dump trucks in western North Carolina. Yep. Where was this 4 months ago? The cavalry has arrived.
Yeah, again, this is Trump's America now. We're taking care of people and doing the things that matter. They're getting rid of the government bureaucracy, the government bloat. You know why those trucks weren't there? Because they had to pay too many people. The Department of Doge cut a lot of jobs, and all of a sudden, now the people who actually need to be in there and in positions of authority are like, yeah, no, go out there and solve this problem now. We know whatever you're going to do is not going to be perfect, but I want to see things happening.
Yep. And here's another one from Matt Von Swole. Breaking. President Trump has signed a new executive order fast-tracking all repair of roads, bridges in western North Carolina. This executive order has demands that FEMA and the Secretary of Transportation repair every private bridge that was destroyed. I mean, look at that. Look at the damage from that. And this was posted the 28th, so just yesterday. Mm-hmm. So this is what's going on still in all these places that were damaged by that hurricane.
Yeah. North Carolina.
And people were complaining that Trump didn't go to California right away to go see the wildfire disaster. That's only been happened for maybe a 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
Like, these people have been living in the slums, as we saw, slumming it for over 100 days.
I mean, California makes it great for homeless people to live there. These people are not homeless by choice. They're homeless because a natural disaster took their homes. Their insurance companies should already, if the infrastructure was there, like these bridges were repaired, these people should already have, their insurance companies have builders coming out and rebuilding their homes right now. But they can't even start rebuilding because most of the construction workers can't even get out there to start building homes.
Oh, yeah. I'll let this lady talk real quick, 'cause it's just praising Donald Trump here for everything. Let's check it out.
Y'all can say whatever you want about the last administration. You can say whatever you want about Trump and the current administration. But he's been in office for about 5 minutes. And Western North Carolina is getting the help that they have needed and begged for months. So thank you, Trump. Thank you for this administration. And thank you for all those people who have stuck by the people in Western North Carolina. We're so grateful for you.
Awesome.
Mm.
Awesome, yeah. I mean, finally, these people are getting the help they need 120 days later.
Yeah. Only took 120 days for this to actually get taken care of, which proves that Democrats are more likely to help foreigners and send foreign aid out than they are to actually give aid to Americans. This is what doesn't make any sense about any of this. We have Democrats crying over illegal criminals being deported, not arrested and locked up in a concentration camp, being deported back to their home countries. And we have people in North Carolina and other states that were affected by Hurricane Helen still slumming it in tents.
Silly Americans, your tax dollars are for illegal immigrants and foreign wars, not for you. That's not your money. That's our money, comrade. That's the government's money, comrade. So it's just disgusting, man. I mean, again, we have to look inward and solve our problems within the country, in our communities first, and then we can look outwards. If you find a town that has solved the problem of homelessness, has solved the problem of the ridiculous prices of the housing market, then we can start being like, yeah, we can start figuring out what to do for other towns now too. And then we can start being like, yeah, now we can help people around the world. But again, even charity and all this stuff, it's all just money laundering schemes. Making the people who run the organizations rich and donating probably less than 10 or 20% of the actual funds to the people that need them. So,
yep, 100%.
That's why I'm not a huge fan of charity. This is why the charity needs to be, again, done through the church. Because you can trust the people in your community, and if you trust people in your community, you can trust people that you definitely go to church with. You should love the people you go to church with. And the church, you can trust where those funds go, or at least you can get on a council and delineate where those funds should go and who they should help.
Which is why we need to bring back more community. The problem is it's supposed to go, if you're in a financial straits, it's supposed to be like family, close friends, church, then community, then you just start working your way up from there. Then if all else fails, then you go
ask
to like
for the federal government for aid. Instead, first things first, Big Daddy government's going to come in and give you food stamps and give you this and give you that. Don't worry. We have the money. Well, technically, your responsible neighbors have the money to take care of you. So
yeah.
Piss off. You don't need that. But anyway, that's about all I've got for you today. This is the Twins with Owasso Live. This was the Morning Loop. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you too can stay in the loop. But that is all we've got for you today, folks. God bless you.
See you later, everybody.
Good morning from my road in western North Carolina. It's been 119 days since Hurricane Helene. And if you're wondering why all of us are still talking about it, it's because my street has this all over it. Over here, there is a bridge. It is sitting in the river. It used to connect this neighborhood to the road, and it's totally gone. The bridge is literally just sitting, hanging in the river. It has not been fixed. It's been 4 months. This is why we're still talking about it. This is why we're excited for Trump to come today, because this is still what our town looks like. This is my road. That right there, my kid's soccer field. I coach soccer there, and it's completely unusable. There's just debris everywhere. Trash is everywhere. This is why we've been screaming for months. We need help. We need someone to help clean all of this up, to get the bridges fixed, to get the roads fixed. We need help. Trump, I hope you come bring it.